everyone, this is Locke and I. Welcome back to another video on the Great Build YouTube channel. And today we have a quick video discussing another building that I've upgraded in the LEGO City as we move forward with the multiple projects that are nearing its completion for the LEGO City. So this is the Pizzaria, and if you remember what it was like in the previous LEGO City, I was just using a slightly modified version of the LEGO Friends Pizzaria set, which was like $15 when it released, which was really good. But I decided I wanted to expand it for this LEGO City, and I gave it a second and technically a third story with the balcony, as well as some more space out back, as well as some extra details. First off, let's take a look at the front here. You can see that I've actually moved the pizza to the side and made it a full cheese pizza instead of just a quarter pizza like the original set was. And I changed the awning across the front to all be just red and white, because turquoise is typically reserved for the villain's color faction for my stop animation series that I'm planning. I'm just decided it would be better to remove that entirely from the bottom. Now, on the side, I added a bunch of studs on top places for me to add a bunch of different advertisements. Some of these spots are still empty, but the three on the bottom are related to things that you might find at a pizzeria. We have a giant bull's head, which just is a fancy decoration made with one of the Nexonite shields. We also have a little pizza 2x3 tile from one of the random collectible minifigures that I purchased in the past, as well as another pizza on the side just to showcase that this is indeed the pizza shop. Now, you'll also notice that I've moved my backdrop over to this corner of the city, and I'm going to keep improving on where I move the backdrop in the future, but I want to make it so that it can move anywhere around the city when needed, so that for stop animations it'll look like the clouds are always in the background. It's much more of a creative solution than just buying multiple of the tapestries that I'm using. Now, let's move around to the back so we can take a look at the rest of this place. So, here's the back of the pizzeria, and I decided to make a staircase going up to the second story, and to get to the third story, there is a ladder in there. So there is access for minifigures to access every floor, which is awesome for play. Now, on the back I added a bunch more small details, like we have this bin that's full of pizzas and breadsticks that are ready to get delivered to different tables, as well as a stack of pizza boxes for deliveries, which is pretty fun. Additionally, I added some of the foliage that was in the previous LEGO Friends set to this to kind of add back some of that detail. And I've used a combination of a very old LEGO color. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it's like a peach color. And I've combined that with the red stripes and the spring yellow color. And I've added white to the second story with these cool arch-like windows that look really cool. I might add some more tables in the future, but for now I just wanted to get it set up so that it was easy to access. And just like all my other buildings that I've custom designed, you can take off the stories one by one by utilizing some tiles and some studs that are on some of the places up here, but not all of them. Definitely pretty fun for moving these buildings around and even making some of them modular. Now, on the top, we've replaced the table that I modified a little bit to add some more spring yellow to it. And the person up here has what appears to be an orange soda, a pizza, and a sandwich for whoever's up here. Now, I'm going to have way more tables and chairs around the outside to this later, but I did also add a trash can just to kind of finish out this side of the building here. And I'm pretty happy with how all this came together. So let's move back around to the front, and I'll give my overall thoughts and talk about what's next for the channel. So, now that we're back at the front, I just wanted to talk about why I chose to do a two-story building in this place, and that's primarily because, well, the amusement park will be right behind it, and I want to be able to see the amusement park from almost everywhere in this city layout. And, of course, the train station across the street from it is a one-story station, so I wanted to at least keep it similar in the sizes of buildings here. Now, additionally, I really like this idea to the point where I might try to do it with some of the buildings at some of these other different little buildings over here. Not to the beach house, of course, but for these two smaller stores here, I might add some extra stories to them. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. Now, in the next video, I'm going to be finishing up and showcasing a custom Destiny's Bounty-like ship that I've decided to build for the harbor, considering that it's not likely the real Destiny's Bounty would ever sail into this harbor here. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the many videos to come in the near future, and I hope you all have a great day.